Hi, everyone. My name is Brittany Ciordia, and I have the pleasure of chatting with Arabia Shanklin today. And we are so excited to talk about advance. Arabia, now you were in the 2020 cohort, right?
Yes, I was.
And that was the
hmm
first virtual cohort that we have ever done. So we are so excited to chat with you a little bit and hear what you've got to say. So, Arabia, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
All right, cool. So my name's Arabia Shanklin, and I am originally from Ohio. I went to college in Annapolis, Maryland, and I commissioned as a naval officer. I was first stationed in Jacksonville, Florida, and then I got stationed in Little Creek, Virginia. Then I met a Marine, and in order to get me on the West Coast, he proposed. So I'm here now, and I am a human resource officer for Navy Region Southwest, here based in San Diego.
Great. Well, we're so glad that you're here, that you made your way to the West Coast. Now, let's start off. What was your favorite part of Advance?
Okay, so my favorite part of Advance, I would say, was being matched with a mentor. And the reason why that was my favorite part is because I was matched with this phenomenal woman by the name of Yenny Rottenberg, who is a certified life coach. And the intent there was, when I first submitted what I was looking for in a mentor, I said, I have never had a female mentor before. Being in the military, it's predominantly male. So I
Mm,
build that relationship with someone. And Yenny, right off the back, she is spicy. She knows exactly what she
I love
what
it.
she's
Keep going.
what she's teaching. And she was able to provide me with different tools and um, ways to think about how to transform my mind
Mm,
through times of adversity and how to armor myself with mental toughness. Yeah, I get all the military training in the world, but if you can't control your mind, then you can lose. And losing is not an option for us. So Yenny helped equip me with quite a lot of resources and tools. And I'll share another one. She opened up my eyes to the importance of controlled breathing.
mm.
um, Faced with any type of situation where things are getting too stressful, then when you are able to control your breathing, you're able to focus in on what you need to accomplish. So I just give a great shout out to Yenny for being a remarkable mentor and staying with me throughout the duration of the cohort. And it was awesome to reflect on how much progress we made, both for me and both our relationship on emotional intelligence, communication, and of course, breathing, controlling your breathing.
Yeah, it sounds like it was a wide variety of both interpersonal skills and also a really tangible tool to help. I love to hear that it was a nice mix of things that you were able to pick up. Now, to dive a little higher level there, take it one step further. What questions about yourself, about life, about career were answered or cleared up for you during your time in the advanced program?
Good question, Brittany. So I would say the biggest question they ask you early on is like, who are you? Like, who are you,
Mm.
Arabia? So I was able to think about like, okay, what do I stand for at this moment in my life? Right? What are my values, my principles? How have they evolved over the years? So Advance provided me with what seemed like a rare opportunity to reflect and be introspective on what makes me me. So um, one major tool that was provided through Advance was early on was having the ability to conduct the Gallup Strength Finders tests, where we were able to discover what were our top strengths that we currently embody, and through discovery of those strengths, how to leverage those strengths to kind of exponentially increase your being.
Mm.
So And then another question, right? So being military, uh, joining the advanced cohort, I was concerned prior to, mainly because, we're picked up and we are relocated and stationed in different locations across the world. And not having a always solid village or connection with the community was important to me. So due to the advanced program, my network now expands beyond the uniform.
Mm.
Um, and like thank the advanced program for connecting me with such remarkable and like-minded women who are comfortable and authentic, just being open and sharing information about being us and the obstacles and successes that we face on our journey.
Now, to transition back to the Strengths Finder, were you surprised at any of your findings? Was there a strength that you thought maybe, or ooh, yeah, that's the one?
Um, so Brittany, great question, because I was taken back when I saw the results and I saw number one being competition. I was like, there's no way. But then when you reflect, when you reflect on, okay, I was an athlete in college and in high school and in middle school. I was running track, playing basketball and soccer. So just the being in a competitive environment makes that a part of you, right? And now me and my husband, we talk about, there's no losing. We're not going to lose. So even when we do lose, or even if we do fail, right, we just pivot in a different direction, because the ultimate is just never failing or never losing. So that's who I am to this day, is a competitive woman, and ensuring that people around me are competitive as well, because it gives you like a different type of drive and tenacity, which I think is very important in being successful.
Absolutely. Now, a word that I just love that you said, and I think was probably the token word of 2020, was pivot. And I know a lot of people had to pivot to figure out how to adjust to for the virtual world, the virtual
Yeah.
calls, the virtual whatever. So did you have any hesitations or doubts going into the program with it being in a virtual format, or with were there any fears going into that in that environment?
Absolutely. I'm a people person. I like to be in someone's face, looking at, observing their body language, just to make sure we're all on the same page here. And I feel that human connection is sometimes lost in the virtual environment, right?
Mm.
So when I was applying, I was like, well, it's virtual. I don't know if I'll be able to do it. But surprisingly, the advanced team did a phenomenal job at building that professional and personal relationship amongst the cohort, where we were able to sustain it across, even what we're like 4 months post cohort. We were able to sustain these connections where these women were able to be, they were provided a space to be vulnerable and open, um, and authentically themselves. And I believe, the advanced team did a great job doing the breakout sessions, doing the one-on-one, connecting us with a mentor. I still haven't met Yenny in person, my mentor. But I can't wait for COVID to be over so that I can meet her in person. So I can say that, yes, I hesitated initially, but it totally blew my mind. And just so much respect to the advanced team for having a rock solid plan for those who are like me, people person, but we're still able to get that human connection and a tribe of powerhouse women.
Well, we are just so glad that you were able to take advantage of the resources and the opportunities that were available. I know that the team worked very hard to ensure that that human connection was still there, and I think we were all, as a community, as a world, we were trying to figure out how to navigate that. So I also applaud our team for pivoting as well as they could. That good old token 2020 word. Now, do you have any last words or any word of advice for somebody who might be thinking about joining the program? or is interested but doesn't know how, what would you say to somebody who wants to join and is not quite sure about the step?
So I would say if you are open to discovering and narrowing your focus on your purpose and passion, on your
Mhm.
journey of discovery, then advance is for you, right? I would say that I am wholeheartedly a more confident, courageous, and self-assured human being because of the program. And I think, thankfully, they were able to select some of the best of their industry speakers to come and share their stories, the lessons learned, their mistakes, the good, the bad, and then invite dialogue with all my fellow cohort. Is that a word? Cohortians? Cohortians?
Cohort, yeah, cohort works.
And that experience was invaluable because I walked away feeling like every time we had a session, I had a tribe of mentors where I could discuss any question I had based on their industry on how I could best set up myself and my family um, to be successful. So, great question. But yeah, if you want to discover fulfillment in defining your purpose and passion, Advance is for you.
We need to put that on our website. We could not have said that better ourselves. Arabia, thank you so much for taking the time to sit with us and discuss the ins and outs and benefits and perks and even the hard parts of your advanced program year. We understand that there was a lot of turbulence, but we are so glad that you came out through it and a much, what sounds like a better woman because of it. So, Arabia, thank you. And we appreciate you sitting and chatting with us tonight.
Thank you. Bye, Brittany.
See ya.